Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipniewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. Please know that this is not financial advice. I am only here to entertain you and to remind you to only buy on red candles. I know it's been a very long time since I've made a video on VVS finance, but you know what? I thought it's about time. It's been so long, and the price for VVS finance right now is absolutely crazy. When I first started to buy into VVS finance, it was a few months back, and the price was 0.30125, which meant that you could get a million VVS tokens for $125. And as the price continued to slump, I continued to DCA, which means dollar cost average. I continued to buy more. So, whatever my investment was, I could bring down the average of how much money it was at my initial buy in. So, even though I initially bought in at 125, being that I kept buying more when the price went down, I got it down to like 80. Then I got it down to 60. Then I got it down to 50 and 40 and 30 and 20. And at 20, I was like, you know what? I'm going to pump the brakes here with buying VVS until we find a nice floor. I want VVS to find a really great floor before I make a big, huge investment and kind of, overall clear up what the average looks like. So now you can see here's the current price of VVS finance, and you can see that the price is 0.505872. That means for the same 1 million tokens, I only need to spend $5.87 to get a million tokens. So I'm like, you know what? It seems like it's doing pretty good. It's found this area of what I like to call accumulation, where it's maintaining that price point over an extended period of time. And this $5 range, five low sixes, is looking like a good area. So I was like, okay, here's my chance. I'm going to buy more of VVS finance. And of course I did. Not much though, because there's always the potential that, this bear market, even though it's been brutal and it feels like it's been brutal for so very long, we can still be in this bear market and the price can continue to go down. All I wanted to do was really hammer out my average to, bring it down. So I bought an extra few $100s worth, which in the scheme of things is really not that much money, but it enabled me to bring the average of my buy-in way, way down. So I was very happy about that. Now, naturally, I've been utilizing the VVS Finance DApp off of the crypto.com DeFi wallet, and I've been putting my tokens over there. And I've had my VVS tokens staked in that auto mine forever. I remember when I first enabled the mine, I think the APY was like 500 or something percent. I watched it go from that all the way down to 2. It might have even been higher than 5. Then I watched it go lower and lower and lower. I think that, well, not I think, I can see it right now. The APY is 6.84. Oh, how the mighty hath fallen, right? So, but that's okay. I'm just leaving it in there. I don't care what it is, because what am I doing with these tokens anyway? I'm just going to let them sit. And they have been sitting in here, and I have 12 million tokens in there, which at the time that I was adding these tokens originally, it was a solid investment. It was like, I think I had like $600 or $700 in there. These tokens now are worth like $80 or something. Not much, not much at all. So this new investment that I made into VVS, I brought it over, and of course I put more into the farm because I have crypto.com and VVS tokens in a farm, but I used the rest of the tokens to go into a XVVS mine. So if you go to the VVS DApp on your DeFi wallet and you go to earn, there's this new thing. Well, it's not new. It's old already, but I haven't made a video, so it's new to my channel. XVVS. And there is a new mine. You can take your VVS tokens and stake them, and they convert them into XVVS. So you can't see it how much I have staked because I have my phone on airplane mode, so you won't be able to see it, and that's only because when you have your phone on with the cell signal, it sometimes creates feedback into the microphone, so I just have it turned off, but that's what I've decided to do with those extra VVS tokens that I've purchased in, and with that, I'm just gonna let that chill, and the I think the APY on that, when I looked, was like 10%, and I could be wrong about that, but you know what? It's 10%. So I'm just going to let them sit in there and chill. I'm still continuing with my long term thinking plan. My plan for VVS was always a long-term view. I was never going to be short-sighted when it comes to things that I'm doing in DeFi. And I just want to warn you, like, listen, I'm sure all of you, if you're watching this video right now, you're probably a fan of Aaron Bennett because he was the king of VVS content. And as you know, he's converted his content over to the Celsius network, and Celsius Network right now is in Chapter 11 bankruptcy protections. They are a platform where people put their money and they've gone into bankruptcy. So now anybody that had their cryptocurrency on Celsius, they're now creditors. They're owed that cryptocurrency. That can happen at any moment with any one of these dApps that you have your cryptocurrency in. So we've been sort of sitting in this world of, oh, we're getting these outrageous APYs and this is great. But all of this, just know at any given moment can go sideways. VVS could close up shop. Everything that I got on VVS can go bye-bye at any moment that could happen. Um, and who knows? I'm thinking to myself, okay, it probably won't happen, but I don't know. I don't know that that won't happen. I have no guarantee that that won't happen. This is DeFi. Anything can happen. But when you were looking at the dApps of the things that are off of the crypto.com DeFi wallet, VVS is still the most deposited platform on the DeFi wallet. So I think people like me, they're having this long-term view, not only because it's the smart thing to do with your investment, like this is the time to not freak out and panic sell. That would be a mistake. Now is the time to DCA into your investments and be calm and realize what you have. But to sell would just be plain stupid. It would just be plain stupid because you know what? You're going to sell at a complete loss. That's not what you want to do. That's not how rich people make their money. That would be a stupid person's mistake. Wealthy people become wealthy and keep their wealth by making good decisions. In a bear market, wealthy people are accumulating more of their assets. They're buying more. People who are nervous about what they have, they panic sell at a loss. So you're losing money. This is not the time to sell. This is the time to accumulate. And I'm not telling you to have it on any dApp, but definitely if you feel more comfortable, what you can do if you're buying things, any cryptocurrency on crypto.com, you could always move those assets off the crypto.com platform into any wallet. You could move it over into the DeFi wallet. This way, let's say something happens to crypto.com. Boom, they close up shop. For whatever reason, those tokens are not actually yours. If they're not sitting in your own wallet, they're not actually your coins. They're technically the property of crypto.com, even though you've purchased them. If you leave them on their platform, you won't be able to get access to them. So that's my long-term strategy for VVS. It's the same now as it was a few months ago. I'm continuing to accumulate, but are at better price points, just more tokens. I'm allowing them to sit on this VVS platform to accumulate more tokens over the long term. And my plan is hopefully, like the rest of us, if we're optimistic, the plan is that once the bull market hits, the price will continue to go up and hopefully recover to its once all-time high. And I believe that VVS launched, I think it was like 150 per million, somewhere around there. Yeah, it was like 150 per million was the the price of launch, which was the all-time high, which, it would be nice to get back to that all-time high of VVS Finance, but we'll just have to wait and see if indeed that does happen. So that's what I'm doing. I'm continuing to invest in the VVS platform, continuing to add tokens while I'm scooping them up at this dirt cheap price. And like I said, not a short term view. This is a long term view. I plan on having these tokens here for years. I'm in no rush to take them off. I'm in no rush to sell them. There they will sit and just continue to accumulate. And hopefully, by my long term, like, view is like 2030. Let's see what happens then. Well, I thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you next time. And please take care of yourself.